Welcome to the next in our series on spiritual growth. This week we're going to hear from Sue Cook as she talks about her experience of going on retreat and how it has impacted her prayer and her life of faith.
Hi, I'm Sue Cook and I'd like to share with you a few thoughts and experiences regarding making a retreat. In Mark 6 verse 31, Jesus says to his disciples, "Come with me to a solitary place where we are alone and rest a while." For me, a retreat is, in essence, a turning aside for a few hours or several days to be alone with God without disturbance or interruption. It's a time and an opportunity to just put everyday life and all its preoccupations on hold for a while and just rest with God. Retreats aren't just for those in full-time ministry or for those who are particularly holy. They're just for anyone who wants to get to know God better and to spend more quality time with Him than normally we can manage day to day. I began making retreats 15 years ago. My early ones were individual, one-day, silent retreats from 10 in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They weren't guided, and I deliberately went with no agenda other than wanting protected time and a quiet space in which to encounter God. I chose an Anglican retreat house off Ham Common and was given a small single room for the day. I could use the chapel, and there were also beautiful gardens to wander and sit in. The nuns were very friendly, and a simple lunch was eaten together in the refectory in silence. And then the rest of the time was mine to do as I pleased with. At the time, my work was both stressful and rather draining, and I'd always arrive feeling exhausted and spiritually inadequate. God knew this, of course, and He also knew what I needed from Him. So I often spent the first few hours sleeping or in tears. But then I was ready to be real and let my facade down and start to see myself as God sees me and just to be. Just being is actually quite a hard ask, and we have to learn how, which can take time, and it definitely takes practice, because we're so used to having a task, an agenda, or something specific to focus on. Over the years, I have been to both Anglican and Catholic retreat houses, all of which have been wonderful, surrounding me with love and prayer in a safe space. I usually make a 3-day silent retreat twice a year. I still have no set agenda, and it's just a wonderful time to encounter God creatively. I spend the days and evenings maybe sitting quietly in silence for a while, or journaling thoughts and prayers. I draw, and I'm no artist, but it helps to free me up because there are no rules and I know no one is judging me. I might do some reflective exercises or imaginative Bible reading. I also read a little bit from inspiring Christian literature. I still take naps, and I walk and sit in my garden, encountering God powerfully through nature. And before long, I find that I'm in a God space, and that's a wonderful place to be. In May, I couldn't go away to my usual retreat house in East Molesey because of lockdown, so I decided to make a 3-day retreat at home. Now, I do realise that that would be difficult for some, but we can all be imaginative and find a quiet space and a few hours to rest alone with God. I had my own room, and I made my God space there for the next 3 days. I used my garden at times, and I went for a walk each day. Retreating at home was no less special and rich than when I go away. So in summary, I just want to say a retreat is an opportunity to allow our relationship with God to grow and to deepen. It is about intimacy, allowing God to see into me. Now that can be a bit scary until we understand that God is not looking for perfection or for faults. He just wants us to be with him. I'm not an expert on retreats, but I've had some wonderful experiences, and I would encourage anyone who's interested to talk to those who can help you find out more. Sharon is an obvious choice, and I too am very happy to share more. Thank you.